xQc reports Twitch has cracked down on bots in the 2-3 days, and viewbotters and victims of viewbotting have been exposed. Streamers that are parts of groups/orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. I don't want to start witch hunts, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself. TwitchTracker.com. You can click on any streamer you want and then tap streams. From there, I would compare 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of August performance and match it against usual performance. It gives a good idea of what's happening. This motherfucker, when it comes to this sort of stuff, literally turns into a human. I don't know how he became like a tech reporter all of a sudden. This is like so well written and so coherent. How did this happen? This guy that eats his fucking toenails on camera and goes every day, when it comes down to like industry specific shit, he's so fucking locked in. Like he turns into like a real adult who is like a tech reporter or something. Zach Boosie ass motherfucker all of a sudden. He got free school in Quebec. That's how. I just don't understand how this dude turned into a coherent demon all of a sudden when we're talking about bots. When we're talking about like who's botting what, how are they botting, all this shit. It's not AI. xQc's always been coherent on Twitter. Back in the day, you'd say he's actually smart. Yeah, but I think his brain capacity eroded over the last like 3-4 years as well. You know, there's only so much book you can do until it fucking rips your spinal cord apart a little bit. TwitchTracker.com, you can click on any streamer you want and then tap streams. From there, we'll compare 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of August's performance and match it against usual performance. It gives a good idea of what's happening. I've been thinking, why orgs would bot heavily? Then the answer seemed almost obvious. Talent agencies receive a percentage from ad streams that talent does. By inflating their streamers, they can sell massive ad packages in bulk and take in much higher sums. To put simply, fraud. So this is speculative, but it makes sense because as I've said before, botting actually for orgs, or like, you might ask yourself, why would someone do this? Is it pure ego? Ego plays a role in this, but it's a marginal role. Okay. The real reason why people do this is because, to give you a little bit of background information, I've been on both sides of this. Like, I've literally sold inventory when I was at the Young Turks. It's not insecurity. Some people do it for insecurity, but a lot of people actually do it if they are doing it because for two primary reasons. One, Hasanabi, you are botted right now. Yes, that's why I have 21K viewers. So it's actually not it's not necessarily insecurity. It's not the biggest factor here. There's two reasons. Okay, number one, Twitch is a very top heavy platform. So when you're at the top of the directory, whether with fake viewers or not, you all of a sudden get an influx of real viewers that come in as well. This is why being on the front page helps, right? When you're on the front page, you automatically get anyone who's clicking on twitch.tv and their views logged as one of your views, right? Like your viewership skyrockets when you go on the front page. And that artificial boost doesn't directly lead to people just like clicking onto your stream and like watching you and becoming a loyal fan or whatever. But that artificial boost alone puts you at the top of the directory. And that's usually how people, because there's no real like discovery function on Twitch, that's usually how people find content creators to watch. You do get, through botting, through artificial boosting of your view count, through that artificial inflation, you do get a lot of real viewers as well. That's part of the reason why people do it. The other reason why people would do it is because you get paid for sponsorships off of your CCV, okay? Your live concurrent viewership. And your live concurrent viewership going up through that artificial boost means that you can actually demand higher pay for your sponsorships, because sponsorships are usually like an hour, 2 hours, right? Like gaming sponsors, things of that nature. So that is the other reason why xQc speculation here is not wrong. Isn't botting super expensive though? You're asking the wrong person. I don't even know how to arrive at like any of this shit. It's like I am too stupid to figure out how to hack, like to download like aimbot or whatever, and I'm too stupid to figure out how to do any of that stuff. So anyway, why would orgs bot heavily? This doesn't seem like a problem for most people, but it's the silent killer. It kills the industry as a whole. It lowers discoverability for smaller streamers significantly and cuts down their income if they ever make it at all. I did some digging and shared findings with others and found egregious instances of streamers going from 100 viewers daily to 5,000 overnight. I was speechless when I noticed. Who wrote this? There is a 0% chance that Pepega Andy wrote this. It's got to be ChatGPT, bro. I can't get over it. This is like the thing that he cares about the most, okay? He cares about this so much. Holy fuck. Turns out when he locks in, he can actually be a coherent Andy. What the fuck? I find botting really interesting as I do a lot of server hosting myself and counter bots in Minecraft, but Twitch isn't very different. VPN companies are the reason it's so hard to counter, especially free VPNs that let companies route traffic through consumers' computers. Like, I don't think xQc knows what egregious means. Like, I've known this motherfucker for like, what, 8 years? And I've never heard him say egregious, okay? Where did he learn new words? xQc is smart and you know it, just the ADHD situation got him tweaking. He learns new words all the time. We're talking about like what? Like a 28-year-old, dude. Oh, man. Maybe he did use egregious, dude, but I just didn't understand that he was using that word in the past, you know? This doesn't seem like a platform for most people, but it's a silent killer. Problem for most people. I did some digging. It was egregious. The worst part, a lot of recent streamers ended being sponsored. A lot of recent streams ended being sponsored. Awful. Here's an absolutely abysmal example of this. The fact that this can go on for years without the platform taking action is just sad, really. If Twitch doesn't care, why should anyone really? So, you have 5.7K viewers watching and you only get one new follower in that time frame. Like, it's pretty obvious that you just, you spiked your viewership through bots at some point and you just kept it going, right? I'm waiting for all this speech to turn into, is this Hasan's fault? Normally that's the expectation, but in this one, he won't say that. Cause like, he might like to rip the fuck Hasan chord over and over again. But the reality is, this is one issue where he knows, like, I don't even know how to do any of this shit. And he knows that I've never done it. So, but it is interesting that, like, Twitch revealed that they were actually locking in on this stuff. And then people's view counts plummeted, Also, the one of the methods of checking this, at least in the past, was, like, looking at active chatters. Because there are people who are watching all the time without actually logging on, so they're inactive, right? So right now there's 22,000 people that are watching me. This is normal. If you look at my my viewership, I'm a older. I have content that like is specifically for an older audience, as opposed to the rest of the platform. On the weekends, I take a 10K nosedive because I'm just not like heavily covering news. There's not a lot of investment in something that's going on. But if you look at it, I have 22,000 people watching and 19,553 chatters. Now, I don't know. I've heard that people can even like fake having chatters as well. Like not all bots are actually inactive or read as like inactive. So I don't know. Maybe there's like better bots out there who can even like through AI and LLM technology could like appear as real. But the reason why there's 19,000 chatters, but it's the 23,000 is the actual viewer count is because that means that there's like around 4,000 people who are not logged in right now and are watching, and they can't even like say anything because they're just not logged in to the website, and that's normal. That's him looking at your stats and saying you don't bot.
I don't think Hasan is padded that much. I'm not. I think Hasan's usually shit on that. That's pretty good. That's if anything, it's actually better.
Yeah. My ratio for like my ratio for active users to viewership is higher than the average. If you recall, who was it? Like a while back, there were some people who were trying to claim. A while back, there were some people who were trying to claim that I was like botting or something. Who was it? It was like Yoxic or something. One of those like blue checkmark accounts that was like trying to fucking farm, and it was actually the exact opposite. Like it literally showed that my community had a much higher active viewership rate than any other streamer.